Hey guys, Nighthawk1973 here, coming at you with some Warcraft 3 gameplay videos and commentary, and today we're going to be looking at a match between evoHavoline, spawning here in the bottom right side, and SkyFrost, who's going to be spawning up in the top left side. Right now they're just starting up their build orders, throwing out some GLHF, and the map is a 4-player map, so they actually shouldn't know where each other are going to be spawning, so that's gonna make this game a little bit more interesting. The map is also a lot larger, so that means that it's gonna take than on just a regular 2v2 map, which 1v1 map, which means it's gonna take longer to get from base A to base B, and that is going to lead to a much longer game. So Voodoo Lounge is going to be coming down for Frost, and he's also going to be throwing down a barracks here, and he's going to be pumping out Blade Master for his hero. And right now, Havoline has not gotten his Altar of Darkness complete. He is got a crypt up though, and he's just now finishing his graveyard, and the Tomb of Relics is going to go down as well. One thing that's going to be interesting to see if these players decide to do is if they're going to try and take one of these expansions down here, and there's one of these in all 4 of the corners, and unless you have air units and can free up the unless you have a goblin unless you freed up the goblin laboratory with creeping, you're not going to be able to get over there, and same goes with your opponent. So it can be a very good expansion if you want to take the risk to hold that. So Blade Master is going to be coming out, could be doing some early game creeping, could be doing some Blade Master harassment here as well, and he's got the Wind Walk, so he definitely could be doing Blade Master harass for sure. Instead, and look like he's going to go ahead and get himself wedged in between this gold mine, in between this item all, so that these ogres are not going to be able to get him, and only the ranged units are going to be able to do damage, and that's going to help him out extremely towards starting to pick away this if he wants to get this early on. And he has a healing, some sort of healing potion that he decided to go and pick up some of those at that expansion. At the item mall, and I think that that's what he was actually trying for, not for creeping. But so he's Havoline has got quite the army up right now. Currently we don't see any army for SkyFrost quite yet, but he does have is going to be doing a little bit of engagement, kind of walking around these units, and he's going to go ahead and wind walk out of there or not, and he's going to go ahead and pick on some more. And he almost ended up killing Havoline's first of those Crypt Fiends, and currently Havoline is got a huge lead in terms of the army. Not a huge lead, I guess, but a lead in army size. And he does have some orcs out now, two grunts, and they're going to go ahead and get rid of this skeleton, or at least try to. And they're going to go ahead and possibly get some engagements. They could try and trap that Death Knight or not, and just sort of wandering around attacking very high level creeps to try and get very fast creeping, which is something that you'll see pro players do a lot more often than in the lower levels. It's going to be going ahead and picking off these wardens, and I'm going to go ahead and see what Havoline is up to. Got a little bit of something going on down here. Got a skeleton going to go ahead and try and harass them. I'm going to probably just scout out the area a little bit, not really doing any harassment too much that's actually going to matter, as it's just going to time out. And Havoline's going to go attacking these creeps right here. And so Havoline is just going to go ahead and walk away from this, and just going back and forth and back and forth. Very good micro on these players, and we're going to go ahead and see these grunts are not their Blade Master. The Blade Master is going and doing some more harassment against these units. So, we'll go ahead and see what's going on at the main base. He's got a mineral ziggurat tower wall in, or at least he could have a ziggurat tower wall in. And he's going to go ahead and throw down a spirit lounge, so he's definitely teched up to tier 2. He's also got a beastery up on the way, and he's going to be sending out a shadow hunter for healing purposes as a second hero, and they're going to be going and taking out these creeps as well. I'm going to go ahead and kill that critter just for the heck of it. And tier 2 is going to be done for evoHavoline, and he's going to be going straight to tier 3 right after that. And looks like he's just going to be walking through, attacking these item mall creeps, and walking away from that to try and keep them from focus firing down his Death Knight, because he doesn't want his Death Knight to get killed, obviously, because retraining a unit is going to take much less time than retraining a hero. Blade Master is going to be coming in here, possibly trying to scout out maybe if evoHavoline has any expansions yet, and at the same time he's also going to be creeping with his other hero. Gonna have a skeleton probably running up into the main, see what's going on, and the slaughterhouse going down for evoHavoline, and the Blade Master is running up. Maybe he's trying to find where he could be trying to find the army here, try and do more harassment like he has been doing, or he could just be scouting around. I honestly don't know, quite sure. And the skeleton is going to be trying to see if he has an expansion up here, which he does not. And he's going to be doing some more creeping with his shadow hunter, try and get that shadow hunter leveled up for good healing purposes. And a little bit of creep was just placed randomly right here. Could be used to put a ziggurat down for some towers. Looks like the Blade Master's still kind of wind walking around all over the place, seeing if he can catch the opponent's army off guard and do some more harassment, it looks like. So evoHavoline's going to be moving his army what looks to be right up into the main base. Yes, it is, and he could be doing some peasant harass, and he's going to go ahead and hit that burrow there. Going to try and force the cancel on some of these structures here, but he doesn't look like he's going to be able to, or not. He is in fact going to force cancel on that. And the war mill, he could force cancel on the war mill, which would prevent SkyFrost from getting any sort of upgrades, or at least delay it. And the fortress is going to be finishing up for SkyFrost, which means both of these players are going to be at tier 2, and evoHavoline has got himself a Lich King up as well. He's going to be pumping out some destroyers. He's going to be researching destroyer form for these obsidian statues with this slaughterhouse, and be creeping this goblin laboratory. So we could very well see this being used for drops into the main and or expansions, and we could see this used to get this expansion right here. Either way is a viable strategy to be used, and I'm surprised to see him not focus firing down this forest troll high priest before he focuses on all the other units. I know that that's definitely the strategy that I tend to use. And the Blade Master is again doing what he's been trying to do for quite a while in the game, and just do some initial harassment to these units as they're trying to creep, trying to get about. He does have a Dark Ranger as a hero, a third hero, so he could have gone for the tier 3 just to get the hero out. Just for his build, which is probably what the case was, to get the 3 heroes for his build. And I wonder, is he gonna be building a third hero or not? No, he isn't, and so he could definitely go either way now. The Blade Master is just gonna be running right through, probably doing some harassment like he likes to do, and we're gonna go ahead